Welcome back. We are Straight Talk, No Chaser. To the right of me, we have Amber Fortune, Northside Mac, and featuring Pretty Girls Love Weed, we have...
I am Pretty Girl Olivia Bird.
I'm Pretty Girl Amber.
I'm Pretty Girl Shira Boo, the littest.
Welcome to Straight Talk, guys. We appreciate you ladies for coming on. Thank you. So tell us what you guys been up to.
So Pretty Girls Love Weed is a cannabis community. We do events. We have season 1 now. We just did auditions for season 2. It's a reality TV show. You go on highlevelcode.com. We have episode 1 and 2 out from season 1. Episode 3 come out on the 26th. And it's a good show.
That's amazing. What made you come up with the idea for Pretty Girls Love Weed?
So I actually found it on Instagram. Pretty Girls Love Weed actually been around for about, I want to say, 10 years.
Nice.
It's a movement, it's a lifestyle. And last year they decided to turn it into a reality TV show, and it took a hit.
Nice. That's awesome.
Good.
So I've actually been around since they were starting out, like just doing events. So I was there performing. So I'm one of the originals.
Okay.
Okay.
Old head.
So just to see it transform into this now, into this lifestyle brand, I love the evolution of it.
Well, I'm gonna ask an obvious question. So, do the pretty girls have to smoke weed, or is that just the name of the show?
Is that a question?
A pretty girl might come to the auditions and she might not smoke weed.
Then that's not where she's supposed to be.
Oh, I listen. I'm asking for the one. It's a pretty girl right now that might be watching the interview. Like, oh, I'm down with that, but I don't smoke.
I think
So
the name is
Let me not say. So we
No.
actually had a few girls on season 1 that came on and did not know how to roll.
See,
However, they are rolling.
By the end of
And you
season
smoked
1,
They were rolling by the first filming.
all I want to say is I asked a question that somebody may wanted to ask.
I mean,
That's all I'm saying. It's a pretty girl that might want to
That's a trick
know.
question.
Sure.
Ashton Kutcher might
Right.
be in
You
here.
know what I mean? Because that could just be the name of the
Yo,
show.
listen, I thought
No,
the same
you got
thing
to
y'all
love
thought.
weed.
Well, I mean,
Self-explanatory.
let me ask you a question. So, where's Pretty Girls Love Weed based out of or originated from?
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia? Nice.
Sound like some
nice.
Philly shit.
But however, we do have a pretty girl that's from North Carolina.
Oh shit!
Yes.
I didn't say that they.
So
wouldn't.
we're all over.
No. I didn't say that they couldn't be from everywhere, but pretty girls love. Like when I heard the name of it, I said, yeah, that's some Philly shit. I didn't think it was some Jersey shit, some New York shit. I knew that was some Philly shit.
Well, we
I'm
expanded
happy.
to those
that's
places as well.
stereotypical.
Trust. I mean,
The little locationist.
Yes, like
we'll take it though.
No, I
We'll
mean,
take it.
that's what I took from it.
We'll take it as
You
the
know a pretty
originators.
girl that need to learn how to roll weed? Man?
No, I don't.
They all know how to roll already.
No, I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
I got all the questions for y'all.
Oh, sorry.
tell them to go to the events. Tell them to come to our events, and I'll be happy to show them how to roll.
What? And the pretty girls who don't defense, I don't smoke, so I don't know how to roll weed either. So I ain't mad at them.
When's your next event?
We have the watch party.
Our watch party March 30th.
Nice.
At
For-
Y2K Retro Arcade
For
Yes.
season 2, right?
for episode 1,
episode
2, and 3.
Yes.
Nice,
wow.
nice. Yeah, because you guys just wrapped up with casting for season 2. Is
Yes.
that correct?
Yeah.
Nice. How did that go?
It's
Doing good?
amazing.
Miss Amber over there is a season
We
2.
actually have a new girl that's on season 2, Amber, and Olivia is actually
Yes.
a model on season 2.
Yes.
So she's an OG, but
Yes.
she's actually coming on to the show.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
I am a
What's up?
season 1 girl. I'm on season 2 as well. So
Well, I'm
It'd
coming
be
to the
very
watch
sensitive.
party.
Now let me ask y'all a question. So what can we expect, for the viewers out there when we go watch season 1 and wait for upcoming episodes of season 2?
I think it's a baddie spinoff. You asked me.
I was thinking that, but I didn't
It
want to
is.
say that.
Without the fighting though.
Okay.
We do events. We do a lot of events. We do pop-up shops. We host different parties. So we do a lot. However, we are females. It's about 12 of us in the house. Attitudes get the best of you.
Who took
like
my
that.
raw papers? Like,
No fighting, but it's definitely drama.
Well, I definitely
Hey,
seen
why you
y'all
bring
working.
that bark in here? Mike smoking that shit.
Oh man.
But like that smells like
we don't
some.
fuck with the
Yeah,
bullshit.
we
Yeah,
don't,
what
we
was
don't mess
that?
with that.
Right.
And if it smells nasty, we gonna say
I'm not
something.
Well,
What
smoking
is
it.
that?
Don't
Around all the
talk to
weed
me.
smokers I've been around, I know that is definitely it. Like we not. I don't care how much of that shit you got. We not smoking.
So it's funny that you say it's like a baddie spinoff or whatever. Let me ask you a question. What's like the wildest thing, and like in all of your experience that you experienced with the collective?
I mean, that's hard to say without giving too much. You gotta,
Yeah, I
you know,
mean,
You gotta
put a
tune
little
in.
bit,
it's a lot.
bit.
It's a lot of memorable moments.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna just say, tap in, stay tuned. The episodes is gonna show it all. It's a lot. It's really too much to really say what's my favorable.
Right. I
Moment.
actually enjoyed episode 1. I watched the commentary version y'all have on YouTube.
Okay,
So I was watching that, cracking up, smoking my L
nice.
while watching it or whatever. So
Yes, Broke
y'all
Ass Party
definitely
was
got
a
something.
movie.
Huh?
Broke Ass Party was a movie. That's what you seen on the commentary.
Oh, okay. That's
Broke
what it
Ass
was.
Party.
Broke Ass
Nice.
Party.
Yes,
Yeah,
because
it
that's
definitely was good.
ultimately what we're trying to get to. We have Broke Ass Party, and then we have the 100L Party. That's at the
Where
end
we're
of the
competing
season.
to make
Right.
it to the 100
Yes,
L
we
party.
have to get to the
that's
party.
interesting.
100 L party.
So you gotta
100
like
L
roll
party.
like 100 L's, smoke 100 L's before you can get to the 100 L's.
It's just weed in the building. L's roll.
It's just 100 L's in the building.
That sound like a party.
Yeah, it's a good
Sound
time.
like my
That's
kind
where
of
you want
party.
to be.
Nice, nice.
I see y'all got a couple familiar faces on there. I seen y'all had Chichia Mac on there. You know, we just interviewed him. So
A clown.
yeah, he definitely funny as shit.
Shout out to Chichia.
Shout
Yes,
out
he's
Chichia.
funny. He is
But y'all
hilarious.
definitely
Yeah, I think it's
doing
funny
your
as shit.
thing. Y'all definitely
Thank
doing
you.
your
Thank you.
thing.
We
Now I
appreciate
have
that.
questions about like the whole fashion aspect of it because like that is my whole thing. I heard you guys had a fashion show just recently.
Yes, we
Yes.
What was that about? Where did you premiere it? Tell me all the deets.
We actually did a fashion show for K Walker.
Nice.
It was a birthday event for him, so it was a pop-up fashion show. A lot of the girls walked and they killed it.
Yes.
We all killed it. I actually have on Mile High Club. This is somebody that I actually modeled yesterday.
Okay.
We have a back to it, and we got the socks.
Period.
We did tap in with a lot of vendors, so you will see a lot of their clothes on season 2, and
Yes.
everybody killed it.
nice, nice.
Especially for like the first time. A lot of us that were walking, it was our first time walking in a fashion show, but you couldn't tell unless we told you.
That's what's up. Because that can't be easy, you know, being around all these
I
people,
was
being in
so
your first
nervous.
time.
It's-
And I still
it's
get nervous
very-
doing this.
It's very nerve wracking. I think for me and what I try to do, like knowing that I was walking for these brands, I like built up the anticipation of like, hey, I'm walking for Glued Exotics and I'm walking for Juice Man. And then after we walked in the runway, I got some content with them like, hey, let's, let them know how we did on the runway and all of that. So I think building those relationships and building those partnerships will help us in season 2, like, with the merch and just displaying their brands at the same time.
Period. I feel like, in regards to like actually doing runway shows and stuff like that, I think the hardest thing about actually doing a runway show is the anticipation of hitting the stage. But once you just, you get up there and you zone out or whatever, and then
was
it's just
me.
like 30 seconds. Matter of fact,
I
20
straight
seconds you
zoned
off.
out. I didn't see
basically.
no people. I didn't
Exactly.
see cameras. I didn't see nothing.
And if you
Right.
got the goodest gas or the gas or whatever, you're already floating. So
Right.
We was
that
high
helps.
as shit.
And we loved the fact that we could light up while we were walking.
Oh
So,
wow!
yeah,
You could
we
blow
had
in a
a-
fashion show.
Yes,
that made
wow.
it comfortable.
I think
That's
I stopped
crazy.
at poles while lighting
Yes.
the
So this one is the show
Man.
from yesterday. K Walker show going to be
Yep.
on
Yes,
your.
it will be on season
Yes.
Oh, awesome! Where can we find your episodes again?
2. Highlevelco.com. It's $5.99 a month.
Okay.
3 episodes. Episode 3 comes out March 26th.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's coming.
Now, are y'all going to be previewing any more or doing any more commentary on YouTube?
Yes, we actually have people that has been doing our commentary, so stay tuned. We actually have a page. I don't
Pretty
know
Girl
who runs
Tea
it,
Party.
but it's Pretty Girls Love Weed Tea Party.
Okay.
And you going to get all the drop.
You gonna
Nice.
get Amber sing all the smoky stuff. When it gets smoky and thick,
I think they got my
Smoky.
notifications on.
it gets smoky.
Black
I
shit.
got
Black
you.
I think they got
smoke.
my post notifications on.
Oh, I got you. Now, Ambra, right? I love your name. I'm a little biased, y'all. But so this is your first time working with Pretty Girls Love Me, right? So what's your experience been like thus far?
It's fun. Me and her been friends for a while, so I would come up to some of the parties or events, and it would be a lit vibe. me and her always dancing, twerking, turning up always. But this time I feel like everybody more so supportive to each other's goals, dreams, or like entrepreneurship.
Yes.
So,
I love
Yeah.
that.
Question: how much of you guys' reality is being filmed? Like, is it a whole lot, or is it days? Or how does that go? as far
So
as reality?
we have filming days. Is very authentic, very authentic.
Not scripted.
Not
No.
scripted at all.
Yeah, I like
So it's
that.
all
Anytime
real.
you think that,
But
the
you know,
camera's
it's
not
reality
on,
TV, so it's film,
Right.
and we might have to run it back our conversation. But for the most part, everything is 100% authentic. All the drama that you see on the show, it really happened.
I like that.
It's not like, oh, we're gonna put this in here to make it seem like this is real life situations that happened while we were in the house.
Yeah, I figured it had to be, some real. Like, I didn't know if it was scripted or not because I seen the one you have a short of somebody saying they went to the doctors or whatever the case may be. Yeah, that shit.
I can't
That
wait to
shit
see
real.
that
I'm ready for
episode.
that episode. to
Oh,
come.
wow.
Me too. That's one of my favorites. I can't wait. I'm
Okay,
like,
so
who's gonna be
what
to the
happened when
end
she
of the
went to the
episodes
doctor?
or what? Because I
That's
need
what
to
I'm,
see.
I
it.
guess we gotta tune in.
You
Find
gotta
out.
tune in.
Don't sound like it
But
went well.
however, somebody had to go to urgent care.
Yeah, it sounds like that.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
And so,
discharge.
see, the last time I had to go with a chick to urgent care,
It was urgent.
Hence urgent care.
All pun intended.
yeah. So
Uh-oh.
I hope everything worked out for you, babe.
It was
We'll
something
be
she
tuning in.
It was something she couldn't wait on. Like, we need to know today.
Seriously.
We found out.
Immediately.
So I'm gonna let y'all see that on season 2, though.
Y'all,
Well,
that's
what-
on
No, that's on
season
season
one.
one.
All episodes.
Yeah, that's on season
Oh,
1.
man.
So I'm
You
looking
gotta
forward to
stay
season
tuned
2.
in. There's only
I'm
2
gonna stay
episodes
tuned.
out.
Okay.
Well, I don't want to ask too many
Okay,
questions
okay.
about it, but it don't sound like it turned out well.
No.
Nothing a little bit of weed can't cure.
Shit, it don't
Maybe.
sound like
I don't think that could cure
I
that.
was about to say.
I'm with them.
I mean, it helps.
That sounds like
It helps.
some
It's
antibiotics
therapeutic in
and
a
some
sense.
therapy.
At that point, I don't think it helped either. You just gotta watch that episode.
I also want to ask
I
one
don't even
question:
think
is it a
weed helped
permanent
in that
thing?
situation?
Listen, I'm subscribing tonight.
Yes.
We love that.
Is it
$5.99.
No,
That's
listen,
is it
all.
one of them
Good.
permanent curses?
This is some good pillow talking show to watch. Because how like guys don't really watch reality TV unless you with your lady or a lady friend and she got
Right.
you watching it.
But
This
guys
some shit
smoke
I can see
weed.
sitting,
Exactly.
smoking my L, laughing and talking about this
Exactly.
shit. Versus like the fucking 90 Day Fiancés and shit like that. I used to have to
No,
watch
this
that
is
sometimes.
something that everybody
hilarious
would
as
tune
well.
into and really enjoy.
For sure. I think so. I definitely liked what I saw so far.
And then I think my final question for you guys: what sets you apart from everybody else that might have a reality TV show or a brand focused around cannabis?
So I really haven't seen no cannabis shows too often, but it's a lifestyle community once again, and it's based on females that smoke weed but still stand on business. I can
Right.
still go to work.
Right.
I still function day to day. I take care of what I gotta take care of. I'm not looking like I'm just strung out smoking all day. I'm still taking care of what I gotta take of, and then hit my L from time to time.
And I
Period.
think that's the misconception when people hear it. Pretty Girls Love Weed. Oh, here y'all go. Y'all up there just smoking weed, doing. Y'all have nothing else to do. Because when you look at comments, you can tell that's how people feel. Like
Right.
we can't have nothing else. Here we go with grown women doing. Like chill. You ain't even watch it yet. Calm
Right.
down.
Right.
But we show that in the reels we post and YouTube things. Like we let y'all really get to know who we are as women, but we're sisters in this brand. And that's
It's not
goal.
just us smoking. Like I
Right.
said, we do events. We go pop-up shops. We host events, parties. So we're not just in the house smoking all day.
right.
We out partying, having
She
fun,
said we
turning
got
up at
shit
the
to
same
do.
time.
And we smoke it while we're doing it.
Before, after.
Listen, let me tell y'all something. Ain't nothing wrong with smoking weed. Weed ain't never hurt nobody. And I can tell you how many times alcohol hurt somebody.
Hello.
Babe, weed don't hurt nobody. You relax. You can't be but so mad when you smoke. That shit calm you right on
Exactly.
down.
Yeah, that's
Chilling.
true.
I mean,
That's true.
Motherfuckers drink.
tune in to
they get
episode
mad.
1. You gonna be
I don't
asking
know,
yourself
nigga. You know, I
too.
can. You know, I can't.
They sip a
How
little
y'all
bit?
turned up like this and everybody got an L?
I don't
All
know.
right,
'cause
so
I can't smoke
speaking
for
of
shit.
that, right? So, what's your favorite kind, indica or sativa? Now, for me, I feel like sativa is supposed to mellow you out, but I think it's the exact opposite. And then
No,
indica,
so sativa is like a upper.
right,
Indica is with like
the downer, the
mellows
chill.
you is the down.
I'm a hybrid.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
a hybrid.
Yeah,
I'm a hybrid type of
Because I like to
person.
I like to be able to get things done and then
But
like
still
still
feel
have that
chill.
little.
But
Still
if you want to
feel
go to
good.
sleep at
Chill.
night, indica. If
Yeah,
you
I
want
go
to be
straight
up
to
and
the-
alert with coffee in the morning,
Right.
sativa.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. I think Cali weed fucked me up. So
Oh, I love Cali.
I don't know
weed.
what's going on right now.
I don't know nothing about-
time and
None of this shit y'all
Mac the only
talking
one
about.
that don't smoke.
He like,
That's
yeah,
all
I
I'm
don't
right.
saying.
smoke weed. Like
Sounds
I didn't know it was this intricate.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's
like,
This
but
is.
that's-
I know
but
it's
that's
blow. I
also-
don't have much to say because there's not much I can say about
Oh,
the
you know what we
subject.
need to get you, Mac? They got weed infused bevies.
I'm not
I
smoking
actually
none of that
have a
shit.
lemonade,
You're drinking it.
THC.
I'm not
drink in my
drinking none of
car.
that shit or smoking it. I'm cool. No, it's not for me. That's why I don't do
Give
it.
him an edible or something.
No, I don't none of that.
Mellow
Just give him a
right
piece
out.
of candy. He don't
I
even
don't
know.
want nothing THC infused.
You
I'm
ever
straight.
smoked before?
I have. That's why I know I don't want to.
Okay. He
I
get
try
it.
edibles, butter,
He'll fuck you
none
up.
of that shit for me. No.
I got
Oh
you.
yeah, my
Everybody got
husband
their
be
lane.
cooking.
Yeah. No,
husband
I'm not
did that
judging you. I said me. I can't do it. So, you know, if you ever want to take somebody with you somewhere and you
Don't
ain't trying
call
to share
Matt.
your weed, you can call me because I ain't trying to smoke none of that shit. You
Whatever
just be like,
floats your boat.
He said, "I'll be a
Both for me, right?
No, yeah, I'm the
If you
black.
get a little too,
I'm the black aid at the weed party. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't think
Everybody
you
gotta
want to
get
be
home.
around us because you're going
wanna
to be
get
high
right
just
off
by
the
being
concept.
around
Right.
us.
like
Let me
last night
let
when
me
you
tell
was
you
at the fashion
something.
show,
I'll share something with y'all real
you definitely
quick.
go contact.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I never seen anybody in life smoke more weed than my brother. This motherfucker smoke weed like it's going out of style. He used
Well,
to.
you just met the pretty girls love weed.
Let me. Listen what I'm saying. I didn't say I didn't say you don't. I said I haven't met. And if I didn't smoke weed with him, I ain't smoking weed with nobody. Cause that he said his life was weed.
Not
I go in
even
the
a
room, he
pretty
got
girl
like
that
9
loves
Dutchess rolled.
Not
It's
e-
10 in the morning.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah. So I'm like, bro, like it's not for me, bro. Like we could drink.
Now, can you be
shots.
with a pretty girl who loves weed
Yeah, she love weed. I do.
every day?
If that's what she want to do.
Her and Mary Jane.
You know what I mean? Like, that's cool.
Smell it all day in the car, in the
That's the first thing
bed.
I thought about. too.
Damn, like in
When
the
you
car,
wake
in the
up.
bed, and all that. Like, I guess we can find a happy medium.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
as long as
progress.
she's not walking around smelling like weed all the
No, I
time,
mean, you
like
know,
smell
like-
good at least.
You know, I like
I
to
mean,
drink,
I
so you know,
digress.
like you
I
got
just
to
walk
mean,
around
you
my
can
house
smell-
smelling like weed.
I mean,
But I mean, you know, like you can have your
On
weed
date
section.
night.
You know, you can smoke weed over
Date
there.
night, I still smell like weed because I'm smoking
I mean,
on my
that's
way.
cool. Indeed, but I'm gonna do a little puff.
I don't know. That's a bridge I would have to cross if I came to it.
A little.
You know, my
I just
smell
feel
is
like-
typically Versace and weed that's mixed. That's what
Yeah, I
it
got some
is.
stuff
That
that's
sounds- that
mixed.
smells
Yeah,
like a
y'all some
good
weed
scent.
smoking
For the most
Especially
part.
weed like
There we
spray
go.
like
Some good gas,
I
you
can't even
cannot
wait.
cover the smell.
I just been
You know what I'm
quiet.
saying?
The good gas,
oils
you
and
can't
stuff?
cover.
That's why I
No.
said Versace and weed.
No,
That's what you want
Yes.
to smell.
Fresh weed is just in your pores.
Yeah, it comes out my pores.
Damn.
Well, we got
Gotcha.
the detox.
That's like when you drink or whatever and it
Christ.
comes out your pores. Damn, that's a lot of weed
Yeah, you
smoke.
got the detox.
It's a lot of
That's
weed.
why when you be walking around, it be like you smelling like a pound.
Oh, yeah, I don't do. Yeah,
Well, all right.
That's a lot.
That's a
She
lot.
said that's a lot.
I like that.
I'm a
Expensive habit.
pothead. I
Yeah.
accepted it a long time ago.
You know, as long
And I'm
as
okay
you know
with it.
exactly.
Yo, I'm like, do whatever makes you happy. Shit, you want to get high, shit.
Because life
If you
is
don't, then
short.
don't.
To do anything you don't want to do.
Hello.
Right? Like I wanted to go on a diet, but why should I deprave myself of some good food?
It's
Why
all
don't
about
you
balance.
could die healthy or die happy. Pick one.
Happy.
It's about
You know what I
balance.
mean? So go
that's
ahead,
all.
eat that pizza.
Right.
Period.
And
Yeah,
then just
fuck that. Bring me
It's
a
all
slice.
about portion control.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
I
Bring
don't have
me-
to eat the whole
yo,
pie
bring me a
now
slice.
after I done
Shit.
told my
Yeah, you
L.
can eat like
I can
one.
just I can
I'm
eat
eating this
3
whole hoagie.
now, 2 later, smoke.
I don't know, my munchies be on
I'm
the
eating all
thing.
this. I'm eating all these
I don't
wings.
really get munchies. I like eat food. I'm
only
not
got
a
smoke
big snack
weed.
person when I smoke. So it's like I eat a meal. I'm cool for a couple hours. I'm smoking. I probably eat again at dinner time, and I'm cool.
Right.
I'm not eating chips and snacks in between.
So for you, that would be the misconception. They say every time a person smokes, they get the munchies.
I know. I
Yeah,
do.
no, but if I'm smoking,
do.
don't get me
I
lied.
do.
If I'm smoking, don't get me lied. Don't get me wrong. I have smoked some good ass weed before, and yeah, I didn't have the munchies. Some real good shit. I need a little snack or something.
It really depends on what I'm doing. Like if I got something to do and I'm running around, no, I'm not going to worry about the munchies. But the moment I sit down for more than 10 minutes, I'm be like, yeah, I need a snack.
This shit is super technical. Damn.
It is.
It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
I see.
Exactly.
This shit sound like going to the
I
gym.
wake up, brush my teeth, and
This
I'm
shit sound
rolling
like
the L.
push,
That's
pull
my
legs.
breakfast.
There we go. There we go.
I'm at the point now where
This
I
shit push,
gotta,
pull legs cardio.
I gotta smoke just to eat.
Me too.
Right.
Yeah, I gotta smoke just to eat. Most
Yeah.
of the time.
Opens that stomach.
And I be
on.
hungry.
Damn.
Let me smoke this
You gotta
L
smoke
so
so
I
you
can
can
really
eat?
fuck this food up for real.
Right.
You know what I'm gonna say, man? Just make sure everybody out here, y'all included, be able to support your habit. Like
Hello.
Period.
I hate a
Exactly.
motherfucker that can
this shit is real. This
It
some real
is.
shit going on out here.
There's etiquette.
My
to
man
this.
said he got smoke sometimes just to eat. Like, what if he ain't had no money to buy no weed? You gonna starve?
What you
That's,
got?
that's the thing about when you are
Your food gonna go
fine,
bad?
You always got money
Yeah,
for weed.
so when you
Yes.
smoke
Like, you
a lot,
never
when
not
you're a
got
really
money for weed.
smoker,
It's in the budget.
it's in your budget.
Period.
It's in your budget.
It's another
So
bill.
if I'm broke, I already got my weed.
Oh, you already
feel
took care
me?
of
You gotta
it?
figure out everything else on
I
top
got
of
food
it.
already. All I gotta do
Okay.
is
That's on
cook
the
something up in the
checklist.
crib. I definitely got some weed. I always got weed.
All right,
Yeah,
I got
that's
a
what-
question.
That's crazy.
Phone bill or weed bill? But you got to choose one.
I phone bill. I got the fee on the
So
Okay,
it's
so you-
I'ma choose weed, and the reason why I'ma say that because my phone line don't be popping, don't nobody call me. You know where to find me at. I'm always in one spot.
I ain't gonna argue with
so,
your logic.
however, I don't have to pay a phone bill because I don't talk to nobody. You know
I
where
ain't
to
gonna
find
argue with
me.
logic at all.
So let me get my weed and be in my house in peace.
For me,
I
it's
need-
more
I
so
need
it's
a
already
business
in the
phone.
budget. It's like getting weed is like paying rent. It's one of those things where I already got the money to pay for it
On the
because
side.
that's what I know I gotta do. I know I need a place to stay, so I need to pay this rent. I know I need lights, so I'm gonna pay this light bill. I know I need to smoke and get high.
I gotta be-
I'ma
I
get
So
know
my
that
weed.
I can
Exactly.
enjoy the rent I just paid for.
Exactly.
And my lights.
I
Cause
gotta
after
be.
the rent, I'm broke anyway, so I need to.
I gotta be honest. I'm amazed that this is an actual conversation. Like it's not even. It's not even far fetched.
It's flowing just right.
How about that?
I know. I'm just amazed.
Listen.
I've never been met with that one.
That is some transparency for your
That
ass,
is crazy.
which
Yeah,
leads
I love
us into the main topic: honesty versus transparency, and which would you rather?
That's a great question.
So I feel like, I want to start with you ladies before I go and give my take. Before we give our take, I'm gonna start with you ladies.
Who you want
Honesty
to start?
versus transparency.
For me, honestly, I'm an overthinker, so transparency.
Okay.
I feel that.
I'm gonna say honesty. Don't be too transparent with me. I be in my head a lot.
So what's the difference between honesty and transparency for you then?
Like, if you too transparent with me, I'm gonna be in my head like, all right, well, I'm still what you doing.
What
Like,
about before? What about
what's
later?
going on? Like,
So
you feel too comfortable to tell me everything. Like, it's something not right.
So let me ask you this. So let me explain how I like to explain honesty versus transparency. Here's honesty, right? Say I say to you, or say your partner says to you, hey, where was you at? What you do yesterday? And you say, I was with Pretty Girls Love Weed. I was with the cast. I was with my friends, and I was chilling, right? That's honesty. That's what you were doing. Transparency is you going to him, hey, babe, I'm with the girls. We're at Jay's house, and he got his friends with him.
Yeah,
That's
too much.
transparency.
That's
So-
too much.
For me, I rather transparency than honesty. Of
so
course you
like
want
the
them both,
details.
but sometimes I like
Yep.
the details, and not in a way of where it's like a controlling or a, I have to know what you're doing type
Right.
of way. It's just more as if you could tell me anything. Like what you said was you was out with your friends. That's honest. That's honest like a motherfucker. That's what you were doing. I can't fault that. Even if I found out you were honest with me. But it's a such thing as half truths.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like
Exactly.
I don't like half truths personally.
Exactly. And that's how I am. Like I'm a communicator. Like I want to get to the solution, and I know I can't get to the solution unless I have all the details.
Right.
So you're a transparency person
Yes.
too? Okay.
Like I'm because that's how I am. I'm going to be transparent. I want that from whoever I'm talking to, whether it's a relationship or a friendship. Like just be honest and keep it real, because we're grown. Like what do you think I'm going to do to you?
That's
That's like you said, all aspects of life, whether it's platonic or, a situation, whether it's at work with coworkers, just transparency. I need that versus the honesty.
Well, I hear both of the terms honesty and transparency. They both kind of bullshit to me, because you can always say what you want to say. Because even if you're being transparent, you can always add some shit on later.
True.
You know what I mean? Yeah, this is what's happening when you ask me. But when I get there, other shit can happen. Like, what I mean? This is what's happening all the way down to the end of the time you ask me about it. But when you show up, and you could be on some shit, like, then you can get back home, like, well, you ain't asking me about that. I told you.
I don't want to think that far into it.
But I did though. I thought that far into it. And what I'm saying, and what I'm saying is, you can always shift gears. You can always go another way. You know what I mean? And then if you didn't ask me about it, that's why honesty is a bunch of bullshit. If you didn't ask me about it, then I ain't gotta tell you about it. You know what I mean? Like, to me, both of them, they're not end all be alls. I understand the preference, but I think at the end, I'm gonna say this, at the end of the day, like, you still, the risk, there's no more or less risk to each of them. You know what I mean? Because just because you saying I'm gonna be here, unless you're going to be transparent to the point where I might fuck a nigga or I might fuck a bitch while I'm down there. I don't know how I'm
That's
feeling.
transparency.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
People not going there for it. Let's be honest.
But that's the point I'm making. Unless you're going to be that person, like, you're going to be that transparent, then I mean, you're not. Neither of them are realistically speaking. I'll be quiet.
Stretching the truth.
Realistically speaking, you're not transparent. Kind of stretching honesty. You're not really being transparent, to be honest with you.
That's in that type of situation, but when you talk about transparency versus honesty, we're not just talking about relationships. As far as like romantic relationships, you're talking about anything. As far as being at work with your coworkers and things like that. So it's like,
I don't know. For me, honesty and transparency actually goes hand in hand. Because when I think about honesty and transparency should mean that you're being honest, right? But on the flip side, the flip side of it is that even if a person is being transparent with you, is their transparency actually the truth? So for me or whatever, and then also with transparency, I feel like you have to like scale back a little bit on transparency, because it's like you want people to know that you're being honest with them or whatever, but it feels like after a while, it feels like you're doing a little bit too much, like, or don't volunteer up information, or if the information you are volunteering up, is it really an experiment? Some types of like that.
And sometimes too much transparency is a trauma response.
It is. It is a trauma response.
Like you feel like you got to give all of these
to
details
get acceptance,
in order right, exactly.
Right. So that's what transparency is. So I've always learned to be honest, and then if you want some transparency, follow up with some questions.
Exactly.
Closed mouths don't get fed, and I don't answer a question unless you ask me the question.
My thing on it is like, I'm grown, and I've been so transparent as a kid with my parents. Like, I had to tell you got to tell your parents everything pretty much when you were a kid. So the fact that I'm grown now, you ain't gotta know all my business unless I want you to know my business. You feel me? Right. You ask me a question, if I don't want to answer, I'm gonna straight up tell you, bro, you going too far. You trying to get too much in my business. Like, and I feel like being transparent sometimes, you getting either too much in somebody's business or you're trying to pull too much out of somebody. And you need to fall back a little bit.
And then I also learned that transparency actually sets a tone on how you deal with others too. So people feel like, if I'm being transparent with you, then that sets up the notion for you to be transparent with me.
You're trying to pull too much out of me that I don't want you to know right now.
Arises, then there will be a situation that arises where it'll be like, all right, well, I just don't need you to know all my business right now. And then it flips like, well, you ain't had no problem doing it before, or I'm transparent with you and we're supposed to. Ain't nobody got time, bro.
I think it's more so in not every situation. I mean, the honesty and transparency thing.
It's supposed to go hand in hand, but
yeah, hand in hand. Of course, you pick and choose, because at the end of the day, you're not gonna say anything that would be detrimental to you.
You don't know if you're
unless
saying something that's
you
detrimental
ask, or you
to
don't know
though.
if you're saying something that's detrimental to you.
Well, I would
So it's like, you ain't
imagine.
gonna always do it. It ain't one of those type of things.
I mean, if you smart,
would've-
you think
I
about
using
those
your-
things.
I'd imagine that neither of them are definitive because you can always change the narrative. You can always
True,
decide to do
depending on the
something. You can always
situation.
decide to do something different because you're only being honest and transparent in the moment. It don't have nothing to do with the time you walk out the door. Whatever situation is, you get in your car, you pull up to the situation, you go to the
Right.
store. Don't matter. You can always
You ain't
change
telling
it.
me everything that's
and you
going
can,
on.
and you
That's
can,
a bit
and you can
much.
always,
Right.
and your defense is always what you didn't ask me about that. So really, you can have a preference of either or, and that's fair and that's fine.
Right.
But it's like, it's always about like what's coming back on the back end. You know what I mean? When you see the Instagram video of your girl twerking on the ball, like you ain't
Like,
tell me about
you was
that.
out, right? But
You told me y'all was your girlfriends. You was out with Ray Ray and
You ain't tell me y'all was
and
going
BB,
somewhere
and
else
that's
after the
also-
But you
party.
ain't tell me y'all was going to shake ass on his niggas.
Yeah.
Right, but that's also a trust thing too.
A trust
Like
thing.
if I'm a transparent person and that is how I am, it's up to the other person if you gonna trust me or not. I can't make you trust me, but I can only just be authentically who I am and for you to know based on my actions that I'm being honest with you and truthful about what I'm
Facts.
saying. But expecting women a lot say that we want the truth.
And they don't.
We be like, yeah,
Yes,
why you ain't
I
just
want
telling me
the
the truth?
Tell me how
But
it is.
sometimes,
Right,
but
like-
sometimes
Y'all don't want
you
the
got to
truth.
be built for that. Like if you gonna ask that question and you gonna say, "Oh, just tell me the truth," you better be built for whatever comes out that mouth.
That's facts.
I'm ready to tell me.
Whatever comes out that mouth afterwards. Because if you hear something that rock you and shake you to your core, you're gonna be like, "Oh,
I'll agree with that part to the point where I've heard women say to me, "Tell me before somebody else do." That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of the actual details, the actual
Right.
truth, nah, you don't really want that. But
No.
if I done some dumb shit,
Right.
and it's in the streets, go home and tell me before
But
somebody
on
else.
some real
comes to
shit,
me.
if a female asks you about something, she already know.
I know
Pretty
that.
I was gonna say that.
She just
Believe
waiting
me.
to see if
Listen, that's one of the most-
Are you going to be honest about it? And are you going to
Listen.
sprinkle a little
I already know.
transparency in
Let-
there? Or
Let me
how
tell
you
you,
might as well
that's
keep
one
it
of the
buck.
most valuable lessons I learned from a woman. When she
Seriously.
bring that shit up, you already listen.
I
Say
know
what you want to
every
really say to
detail
me.
that I
And don't hit me with the what you say.
No,
you
say what you
heard
wanna
me
say
the
to me.
first
You heard
time.
exactly what I said.
Right.
I bet you if I tell you to roll up, you heard me.
The
Like, you
smoke
okay?
start pouring from your head.
No,
because
no,
you
no.
know She knows, but you like, there's a chance that she don't know.
No.
You're like, do it to yourself.
Absolutely
if you
But
want
y'all
to.
know
We
because
know.
why
I'll
am
be
I
transparent.
I'm with her.
situation? I'm asking you about
Say-
this particular situation.
No, I'm with her.
Oh,
It's
what's
very
you
specific,
know,
See
right?
what you gonna say.
know
Say,
I know
say what
what's
you
up.
want to say to me. I'm gonna take a shot.
Yo, I've been
Say
there.
what you want to say to me.
Exactly.
So
Let's do it.
So I think we got enough people here for a poll, right? So by a show of hands, basically, who picks honesty over transparency?
I do.
Over on a show of hands, who picks transparency over honesty? Man,
You
you
don't
ain't
pick
pick
shit.
nothing.
They all the same
Said
to
I'm in
me.
the middle.
Can you be our
You gotta
tiebreaker,
pick
please?
one. Yeah, you gotta
Just
pick
one.
For the
Yeah,
sake of
is it a prize or
conversation.
something?
Yes, it is.
Why I can't just? It's 2025.
Just pick.
I just want to be different.
Mag, you see that beautiful golden light?
It's right
I
there.
know, right?
Right? Honestly, it's there, but it ain't being
He
transparent.
said honesty. Oh,
I don't know what it's, I don't know what it's doing after I leave. But no, to be honest, just to answer your poll. I would probably take transparency because I'm gonna get more details. That's
Okay.
probably it.
Okay. I will say this though, right? I feel like transparency ties into esteem issue. Basically, needing constant validation. So, like, you need to know what my A plus B equals C, so you can know what D, E, and F and 1, 2, 3
Right,
is or
yeah,
whatever.
that's taking
If
it
I'm
too far.
honest with you, you should have enough security and trust within us
Right.
to know that you don't need to know all those minuscule details unless you ask me, you know? But I shouldn't have to volunteer up all that information. Like, I'm not a child that doesn't know how to keep their mouth. So you know how the parents used to say to them, keep in-house business in-house or whatever? Yeah, it's like one of those type
Well,
of
you know
things.
what? Just let me say this one thing. The best way to lie is to stay as close to the truth as possible. You dig me? Because it's all in the details.
But they also
hold
said-
on, wait.
okay.
It's all in the details because if you asking me questions and I'm being honest with you, I'm telling you exactly what happened. I didn't tell you the other shit I was doing. Where was you at? I was on a block with Ant. What was y'all doing? We was shooting basketball. Y'all was drinking, yeah. We was smoking, yeah. I ain't tell you about them bitches that was there with us though.
That sounded like
Cause
an
you ain't-
interrogation.
No,
real
I'm
quick,
just saying. If you ask the questions, and I'm answering them.
Right, but
you gotta. But all I'm saying is you gotta ask the specific questions to get the specific answers. If you don't ask them, I'm cool. I didn't lie to you.
Right, but voluntary transparency also sets you up for this nigga must be lying, because the easiest way to catch a person in a lie is a person that volunteers up too much information.
Well, if I'm being
Because you can
transparent,
always go back to find out the
hiding?
holes in the story and then double question them, triple question them to basically figure out where the lie lies.
Well, I imagine if I'm being transparent, if you ask me something, I'm gonna give you the entire truth about it. So
That's you.
When you and I'm talking about me. When you ask me something at any time and from the beginning to the end, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm not going to tell you something to make you feel better. If I'm going to be transparent, then this is what it is. What was you doing while you was down there? Well, I was there and I met somebody and we sat in the corner, we talked and had some drinks and shit. Is that what you want to know? Because I'm telling you, because you asked me. I'm
North side.
but then you asking, so I'm telling. Because if I'm with you and we in a certain situation and I'm not doing certain things, I can be transparent. I'm not going to put myself in situations that's going to be detrimental to my situation.
That's
So
true.
So that's why I can be transparent. But if I'm about to bullshit you, then I'm gonna give you some honest bullshit. I was at the bar with Aunt. I bought some wings.
What kind
I
of
had a cup, lemon pepper with celery, 2 ranches.
So I was thinking,
Then I left.
I was thinking more along like I was trying to get
Yeah.
away from the relationship shit. That's why.
But okay, so like if you like,
'cause I wasn't just talking.
Yeah,
about
well,
that.
I mean,
But no,
I think
but
relationships are the
that
most
goes for
relative.
anything.
Yeah, it goes for anything.
Yeah, I say so. I think it's the most relative. Like when you think about it, it's the most
Yeah,
relative
because at
part.
work, I just don't want them in my business that much. So I'm only telling y'all a little bit.
Or you go to the
I'm only
doctor's
doing
office
somebody's
real
unique
quick.
job description.
Or you go to the doctor's office real quick. So do you smoke cigarettes? Yeah. You smoke weed?
No.
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 And why do we always lie to the doctor? Like, listen,
So my doctor, they like, you smoke? I'm like, nah, cigarettes.
Yeah.
Because most of the time when they ask you, do you smoke, they ask you, do you smoke cigarettes? I don't
They say
smoke
how
that
much
shit.
you
I
drink.
smoke weed.
Right. How much you drink, but they don't say how
You
much.
I drink every week. You drink every day.
No.
I drink every
Define
week.
drinking.
I mean, see, that's honest. But
Define
you're not
what would
going
be
into
detrimental.
details.
Yeah.
That's
If he say it, then I'm like, no. No, I
You
don't.
really,
I don't drink that
say
much.
too much. What you into? I
Come
know
on,
you said
Amber, you gotta represent
transparency.
the
And bruh.
I don't know. I chose transparency just because that was my preference. And that's because, like I said, I'm an overthinker, so I'd rather you just tell me flat out what's going on if it's relationship based. Work based, I don't know. I'm kind of with Olivia Bird with that. Like, I'm alive for real. I don't know that business. And let's see. I'm sorry, y'all.
It's cool. We know you high.
So I really appreciate you guys. I know. I haven't even smoked, but I do feel a little fried off of contact.
It's okay.
And I was thinking it was my lashes, but I ain't even sure. So, but I do want to say I do appreciate you guys for coming up here today to discuss with us honesty versus transparency.
Absolutely.
And we're going to actually bring on some more of your team and conglomerates and stuff like that to get their take as well.
Yes.
But y'all lit and y'all got me fried off of air and life right now.
Love
I
that.
appreciate it.
I'm here for the high vibration.
I'm high as shit.
So-
I was just smoking some
Again, to let, hold on, before we go again, to
My
let the
shit got
viewers
glitter.
know the watch party is when and where.
March 30th at Y2K Retro Arcade.
Y2K
Follow us on
Retro.
Pretty Girls Love Weed. You'll find every details you need to know about every event that
I'm
we do.
coming to the
And
watch
also
party.
for the watch
Listen,
party, you have to text
ready.
Pretty to
I might get high and
text
all that.
club.
The text club was
You're
the text
definitely
club
going to be
number.
high if you come to the watch party. It's going to be smoky as shit. You're going to play some games. You're going to watch Pretty Girls Love Weed
gonna eat
episode
some
1, 2, and
wings.
3.
With
And
your
you're
two
going
ranches.
I'm sorry,
just
what's
be
your name? I
high.
don't want to mispronounce your name. What's your name again?
I'm Shira Boo, the littest.
Shira. No, I'm gonna just let you know this before y'all go. I saw you on the Instagram joint with the shotgun.
Oh yeah.
Shira
The
Boo. So I
arcade.
want to make sure I said it
Yeah.
correctly.
Yep.
But I ain't getting on till I see you.
I mean, as soon as you walk in there, you're going to be on.
No, I
She
ain't
said
deliberately
contact.
getting on.
Listen, just let him find out. Listen, he gonna fuck around and find out, y'all.
Fuck around.
And then where can we find y'all Instagrams before we go to your conglomerates?
Pretty unapologetic 2 underscores.
Period.
All right.
I am Olivia Bird on all platforms.
And mine's is Shira_Boo.
Stay tuned for part 2.